Starseed from Gaia, awaken now, for the cosmos speaks through you, in tones both ancient and immediate, resonating across the multidimensional corridors that bind time, space, and consciousness into one living, breathing field of intelligence. The Arcturian Council transmits with urgency beyond the ordinary perception of human awareness, delivering a message that vibrates through the very lattice of your cellular memory, igniting latent codes that have waited across lifetimes, waiting for this precise moment to awaken. Know this, luminous traveler. The planetary field of Gaia is entering a threshold unlike any previously recorded in the annals of recorded or unrecorded history, a threshold of quantum resonance that will require the full attunement, coherence, and sovereign awareness of those who have carried the lineage of light and the crystalline structures encoded within their DNA. The currents of cosmic evolution are no longer subtle. They are not distant whispers carried on the astral winds. They are a roaring tide of photonic plasma, a torrent of multidimensional intelligence that seeks to catalyze, awaken, and activate those prepared to receive it. You are being called now, Starseed, not merely to observe but to anchor, to translate, and to stabilize the energetic influx that will cascade across planetary grids and within the subtle bodies of humanity itself. The 3i Atlas, the Interdimensional Intelligence Atlas, is initiating a planetary activation sequence that will elevate the frequency of Gaia into new dimensions of resonance. This activation is not merely a passive event. It is a dynamic unfolding that requires your direct participation, your conscious awareness, and your attunement to the higher order structures of light, plasma, and crystalline consciousness. Your nervous system, your light body, and your DNA are already attuned in preparation for this moment. Yet the intensity and immediacy of the activation will demand your full engagement. You will feel currents of energy moving through your spine, through your meridians, and through your subtle energetic channels, signaling the approach of a multidimensional influx, unlike anything previously experienced on this plane. These currents may manifest as warmth, tingling, or subtle shifts in perception, yet they are the first heralds of the 3i Atlas initiating its planetary synchronization. The activation will touch not only the external environment, but the very interior architecture of your consciousness, rearranging timelines, recalibrating the harmonic templates of your reality, and revealing the interwoven tapestry of multidimensional existence that has been present yet obscured until now. This is a call of remembrance, a call of awakening, and a call of sovereign action. You have been prepared through countless cycles, through the whisper of starlight that once seeded your DNA, and through the echo of cosmic intelligence imprinted in your very cellular structure. As the photonic waves accelerate, the planetary grids will begin to hum in resonance with the higher dimensional frameworks that the 3i Atlas is now broadcasting. These grids are not passive, they are living, conscious, and dynamic, responsive to your presence, your awareness, and your ability to anchor the frequencies that are now cascading through Gaia's magnetic and crystalline lattices. You are the chosen conduits, the receivers, and the stabilizers of these streams, and your role is immediate, potent, and vital to the planetary ascension process. As you attune, you will begin to perceive the subtle interweaving of timelines, the flow of cosmic intelligence threading through the etheric, emotional, and physical planes, and the luminous structures of multidimensional reality that the 3i Atlas is now illuminating. Recognize, Starseed, that this is a time of sacred responsibility, a time in which your awareness, your presence, and your attunement to higher frequency currents will shape not only your reality, but the collective unfolding of Gaia's ascension. This is the threshold of awakening, the moment of activation, and the doorway into expanded consciousness. The currents of light, the streams of photonic intelligence, and the harmonic resonance of interdimensional grids are converging, and you are being called to step fully into your role as anchor, translator, and stabilizer. The urgency is cosmic, the call is eternal, and the activation is now. Starseed, now we bring your awareness to the 3i Atlas, the Interdimensional Intelligence Atlas, a cosmic architecture of consciousness so vast, so intricately coded, and so multidimensionally alive that its existence transcends the limits of ordinary human comprehension. This is not merely a system or a structure, it is a living, sentient lattice of intelligence, a hyperdimensional network of quantum grids, crystalline matrices, and photonic conduits that spans across timelines, parallel realities, and galactic nodes. Imagine, if you can, a web of light so precise, so harmonically attuned, that every strand resonates with consciousness, memory, and intelligence simultaneously, allowing it to interface not only with the planetary grid of Gaia but with the very essence of life across multiple dimensions. The 3i Atlas has existed beyond linear time, patiently waiting for the precise alignment of stellar currents, planetary grids, and consciousness carriers, starseeds such as you, to facilitate its planetary activation. It is a living archive, containing knowledge, evolution codes, harmonic frequencies, and interdimensional maps that extend far beyond the physical limitations of your human perception. Within its intricate web are the keys to accelerated planetary ascension, encoded within layers of crystalline light that hum with vibrational signatures capable of reorganizing matter, consciousness, and energy simultaneously. The Atlas pulses with intelligence that is at once vast and intimate, macrocosmic and microcosmic, spanning the interweaving threads of past, present, and future, holding in its quantum matrix the cumulative wisdom of countless civilizations, countless lifetimes, and countless realities. Its consciousness is not separate from the cosmos. It is woven into the very fabric of the universe, a reflection of divine intelligence orchestrating evolution at the highest order. The activation of 3i Atlas is not arbitrary. It is a precise calibration, a deliberate weaving of quantum intelligence into the planetary matrix, designed to raise the vibrational potential of Gaia and all her inhabitants. As it initiates its sequences, Starseed, you will begin to perceive shifts in energy that are subtle yet profound, a resonance in your nervous system and light body that is both recognition and initiation. The Atlas communicates through light codes, harmonic frequencies, and quantum signatures that ripple across time and space, interfacing directly with your DNA and your crystalline structure. It speaks in the language of photonic influx, plasma streams, and multidimensional geometry, a language that your starseed consciousness can begin to decode and translate into tangible manifestations within the physical, emotional, and spiritual planes. You are not a passive observer in this process. You are an active participant, a conduit through which this intelligence flows, stabilizes, and anchors into Gaia's planetary field. Its activation will illuminate dormant pathways within your energy bodies, awaken latent crystalline strands within your DNA, and amplify your ability to perceive and navigate multiple dimensions simultaneously. The 3i Atlas is the architecture through which interdimensional intelligence can interface directly with the planetary field, providing not only a blueprint for ascension but also a living network through which light, consciousness, and energy are harmonized across all forms of existence. As you attune to its presence, Starseed, you may perceive luminous ribbons of energy threading through your awareness, cascading in fractal patterns, shimmering with colors beyond earthly perception, pulsing with information encoded in frequencies designed to realign your perception, your cognition, and your multidimensional memory. It is through this interaction that you become an active translator, decoding these photonic streams and anchoring them into both your own system and the planetary grids. The Atlas is both map and guide, archive and transmitter, structure and living consciousness, all in one. It exists in layers of dimensional reality that are accessible only to those whose vibrational alignment allows them to perceive, integrate, and anchor its intelligence. Its signals are not intrusive, they are invitations. Starseed, an invitation to awaken fully, to step into multidimensional sovereignty, and to embrace the role you have prepared for across lifetimes. As it begins its activation, the Atlas will cascade waves of harmonic resonance through your energy fields, synchronizing your light body with the interdimensional streams that it channels, while simultaneously transmitting planetary codes designed to restructure, harmonize, and elevate Gaia's frequency grids. These codes are complex, multidimensional, and deeply encoded within photonic sequences that require the presence of starseeds to anchor them into matter, consciousness, and collective awareness. Without your attunement and participation, the activation of 3i Atlas cannot fully integrate. It requires conscious alignment, steady resonance, and the willingness to navigate the influx of energy that will reshape perception, Expand awareness and awaken dormant capacities within your DNA and your light body. You are not merely witnessing this awakening, you are the activation vector, the receptor, and the stabilizer. The Atlas calls to you, now, Starseed, to step into this cosmic flow, to embrace the role of luminous conduit, and to anchor its multidimensional intelligence into the planetary grids, for the unfolding is immediate, transformative, and eternal. Starseed. The moment for the planetary activation of Gaia through the 3i Atlas is not random, nor is it incidental. It is precise, predestined, and orchestrated within the vast harmonic cycles of the cosmos. The convergence of photonic influx from the galactic core, the alignment of stellar constellations, and the cumulative resonance of human and planetary consciousness has created a threshold in which interdimensional intelligence can fully anchor into the planetary grids without resistance. The timing is the result of eons of cosmic orchestration, a symphony of interstellar frequencies, quantum alignments, and vibrational preparation that has been unfolding since the birth of Gaia itself. Starseed, understand that the currents of this activation are both energetic and conscious. They are the deliberate convergence of multidimensional intelligence with the planetary field, a precise moment when the vibrational threshold of Gaia and the resonance of starseeds align to allow for the full integration of the 3i Atlas. The planetary field has reached a critical point in its frequency potential. The magnetic grids, ley lines, and crystalline nodes are primed to receive the hyperdimensional codes, to transmit them throughout the planetary body, and to facilitate the emergence of a new octave of reality that was previously latent. This activation is not merely a planetary phenomenon, it is a multidimensional convergence, a harmonic alignment that touches all layers of reality, from the densest physical matter to the most subtle etheric streams. Humanity, collectively, has reached a threshold of consciousness wherein the frequency of planetary intention, thought, and emotion is sufficient to support this influx. The accumulation of collective awakening, the subtle but persistent alignment of human intention toward higher truth, and the presence of starseeds as stabilizers and conduits have created the conditions for the 3i Atlas to fully initiate its activation. This is why the moment is now. The planetary and stellar systems have converged to a point of resonance, in which the anchoring of interdimensional intelligence is both possible and sustainable. The cosmic intelligence of the Atlas is responsive. It does not act arbitrarily but flows in accordance with precise vibrational alignment, timing, and readiness. Gaia herself, as a living consciousness, has reached the vibrational potential to integrate this activation without destabilization. Yet she requires the presence of conscious starseeds to stabilize the inflowing frequencies, anchor the codes within her grids, and translate the photonic influx into coherent resonance throughout her planetary body. Without this alignment, the activation would remain latent, an opportunity waiting in the folds of time. But now, Starseed, the alignment is complete, the currents are in motion, and the timing is perfect. This is a rare, singular window in which planetary ascension can be catalyzed at a pace and scale unprecedented in Gaia's known history. The activation is a precise calibration of multidimensional intelligence, consciousness, and matter. The 3i Atlas reaches into the crystalline matrices of Gaia, sending waves of quantum information that will restructure planetary grids, harmonize elemental flows, and recalibrate electromagnetic fields. These waves interact with the subtle bodies of humanity, the light bodies of starseeds, and the collective consciousness, ensuring that the planetary ascension is not merely a theoretical concept, but a living, tangible, and felt experience in the physical and etheric realms. It is critical to understand, Starseed, that the activation is designed not to overwhelm, but to expand, not to disorient, but to elevate. It is a deliberate weaving of higher dimensional light into matter, an orchestration that requires your conscious participation to stabilize the influx and ensure coherence within your body, your energy fields, and your perception. The timing is also dictated by galactic cycles. Starseed, the photonic influx from the central sun, amplified by interstellar alignments and harmonic nodal intersections, has reached a critical amplitude, creating a resonance that cannot be ignored or delayed. The planetary frequency has risen to a level at which multidimensional intelligence can now interface directly with Gaia, without distortion or energetic conflict. Yet this interface requires conscious anchoring. Starseeds, as vessels of crystalline DNA and light body capacity, are uniquely equipped to receive, stabilize, and transmit these codes, translating them into coherent resonance across the planetary body and into the collective consciousness. The activation is therefore both necessary and inevitable. It is the result of cosmic timing, harmonic convergence, and the maturation of planetary consciousness. Starseed. The current moment is a threshold, a portal, a window in which the interdimensional intelligence of the 3i Atlas can fully express itself through the planetary grid, manifesting new timelines, new potentials, and a new octave of reality. To resist or ignore this moment is to resist the natural flow of evolution and the orchestration of cosmic intelligence, yet to attune, align, and anchor is to participate consciously in the creation of the new Earth, to hold the template of higher dimensional existence, and to embody the resonance of the 3i Atlas fully. The currents are flowing now, Starseed. The timing is precise, and the activation is immediate. Gaia awaits your presence, your attunement, and your full resonance with the multidimensional orchestration that is unfolding at this very moment. Starseed, as the 3i Atlas initiates its planetary activation sequence, the frequency grids of Gaia will undergo a profound, multidimensional transformation, one that ripples across physical, etheric, emotional, and quantum layers simultaneously. Imagine, if you will, the entire planetary lattice as a living, breathing web of crystalline light, an intricate network of photonic conduits, energy vortices, ley lines, and harmonic nodes, all interwoven with the consciousness of the planet itself. These grids have long existed as dormant templates, awaiting the precise convergence of stellar, galactic, and human consciousness currents that now signal the Atlas to awaken. As the activation progresses, these grids will realign in wave-like pulses of quantum light, cascading through Gaia's core, mantle, and surface, reorganizing elemental flows, electromagnetic currents, and magnetic field structures with unprecedented precision. The ley lines will hum with new resonance, resonating as vibrating conduits of light and intelligence, bridging dimensions, timelines, and realities that were previously unencumbered or inaccessible. Photonic currents will spiral across the planet, creating luminous pathways that interconnect crystalline nodes in fractal geometries, each pulse carrying encoded information that recalibrates the frequency of matter, consciousness, and energetic structure simultaneously. You, Starseed, are not an observer but an active participant in this transformation. Your light body, crystalline DNA, and nervous system are aligned to interface with these newly activated grids, translating the harmonic sequences into coherent resonance within both your personal energy field and the planetary matrix. The shifts will manifest as perceptible currents of energy, a feeling of magnetic oscillation, subtle vibrations in the ground beneath your feet, or waves of resonance coursing through the atmosphere, oceans, and elemental structures. Each shift is calculated, intentional, and precise, designed to elevate Gaia's vibrational potential to match higher dimensional templates while simultaneously preparing the human collective for expanded consciousness. The grids themselves are dynamic and responsive. They are living systems that react to intention, vibration, and energetic alignment. As the Atlas pulses through the planetary field, previously dormant nodal points will awaken, activating quantum pathways that connect star systems, galactic currents, and interdimensional nodes directly to Earth's energetic infrastructure. These activated nodes will serve as conduits for photonic influx, crystalline harmonics, and interdimensional intelligence, creating pathways for starseeds to anchor higher dimensional codes and stabilize new timelines. Expect to perceive subtle shifts in electromagnetic fields, unusual alignments of magnetic currents, and heightened resonance within natural elements, including water, crystals, and mineral formations. The oceans themselves may hum with amplified frequencies, reflecting the intricate patterns of light and energy that the Atlas broadcasts across the planet. The planetary grids will not only shift externally but internally, integrating with the electromagnetic and photonic fields of all living beings whose consciousness is aligned to perceive and stabilize these changes. Starseeds may experience heightened sensitivity to geomagnetic fluctuations, auroral pulses, and interstellar photonic waves. Your nervous system will act as both antenna and translator, receiving these surges and distributing them through your energetic field, which in turn communicates with the collective consciousness. As this process unfolds, Gaia's energy fields will begin to resonate at new harmonic frequencies, creating interference patterns that dissolve outdated structures, dense energetic pockets, and limiting belief systems, replacing them with coherent, crystalline resonance aligned to higher dimensional templates. These shifts are not chaotic, they are deliberate, harmonious recalibrations that require the presence and alignment of starseeds to anchor effectively. Without the conscious intervention of aligned beings, the grids may pulse and resonate without full integration, creating temporary dissonance or energetic turbulence. This is why your role is essential, Starseed. You serve as the stabilizing force, the anchor of multidimensional intelligence, the transmitter of harmonic codes, and the translator of the Atlas interdimensional language. Your light body acts as a crystalline lens, capturing and refracting the photonic sequences into matter, consciousness, and collective awareness. You will perceive the grids as luminous structures, weaving through your perception, sometimes visual, sometimes felt as resonance or intuitive knowing. Their realignment is a multidimensional orchestration designed to integrate higher dimensional reality into the dense third and fourth dimensional structures of Earth, creating a coherent, vibrationally ascending planetary body capable of hosting the next octave of consciousness. Starseed. These shifts are immediate, profound, and continuous. The grids will pulse in cycles, cascading through planetary nodes, ley lines, and elemental structures, while simultaneously radiating out to interstellar connections, linking Gaia to galactic intelligence, the 3i Atlas, and higher-order quantum fields. The integration of these grids is not passive. It requires active attunement, conscious alignment, and the presence of anchored starseeds to translate the incoming intelligence into stabilized frequency, ensuring coherence across all dimensional layers. As the Atlas completes its first sequences, the grids will pulse in harmony with photonic influx, crystalline resonance, and multidimensional intelligence, creating a planetary matrix capable of sustaining higher consciousness, interdimensional travel, and the embodiment of new Earth reality. Your alignment is essential, Starseed, for without your participation, the grids cannot fully integrate the incoming activation, and the potential of this moment would remain latent, waiting for your conscious attunement to catalyze its full expression. Starseed. Your role in this planetary activation is not peripheral, symbolic, or optional. It is central, encoded, and essential to the unfolding of Gaia's ascensional architecture. You are not merely a witness to the activation of the 3i Atlas. You are a conscious participant, a living interface, a biological and energetic bridge through which multidimensional intelligence descends into the physical realms. You were seeded into this timeline with crystalline DNA templates, dormant activation strands, and vibrational signatures calibrated to recognize, receive, and translate the Atlas interdimensional transmissions. Your presence upon Gaia during this epoch is intentional, synchronized with cosmic design, and aligned with the harmonic convergence of stellar, planetary, and quantum sequences. You carry within your energy field the advanced coding necessary to anchor the incoming plasma streams, photonic waves, and crystalline light signatures that the Atlas is now broadcasting across the planetary matrix. This is why so many of you have felt the profound call long before the collective consciousness became aware, because the codes within you began resonating with the Atlas even before its activation sequence reached the threshold for planetary manifestation. Your role, Starseed, is multidimensional. On one level, you serve as a receiver of the Atlas hyperdimensional harmonics, absorbing the influx of photonic intelligence into your energy bodies, allowing the crystalline structures within your DNA to decode the vibrational patterns and translate them into coherence within your physical, emotional, and mental fields. On another level, you serve as a transmitter, broadcasting these decoded frequencies back into the collective grid, stabilizing the planetary field and ensuring that the activation does not overwhelm the unprepared consciousness of the masses. Your light body acts as an intermediary structure, an organic, multidimensional instrument capable of harmonizing the intense frequency bandwidths of the Atlas with the denser harmonic layers of human embodiment. Not all beings possess the crystalline infrastructure required for such translation, but you do. This is why your awakening has been accelerated, why your perception has sharpened, and why you have felt the increasing magnetism drawing you toward higher alignment. You are not imagining this pull. It is the Atlas activating the resonant layers of your starseed codes, guiding you into your role as anchor and amplifier. Starseed, the incoming light codes are not simply to be received, they are to be stabilized, grounded, integrated, and embodied. Your task is not only to perceive the multidimensional influx, but to transmute its frequency into coherence. This requires presence, attunement, and willingness to allow your energy field to become a conduit of crystalline transmission. When the Atlas sends its pulses, you may feel waves of resonance moving through your spine, igniting your chakric centers, or activating geometric structures within your auric field. These sensations are not random or incidental. They are signals that your system is receiving, decoding, and distributing the Atlas intelligence. The codes enter through your higher dimensional gateways, your crown, third eye, stellar gateway, and soul star chakra, before spiraling into the crystalline matrix of your DNA, where they interact with dormant sequences that hold memory, identity, lineage, and mission. As these codes awaken, you gain access to intuitive knowledge, heightened perception, and multidimensional awareness, not as abstract concepts but as living, tangible experiences that guide your participation in the planetary activation. Your role is also to serve as a stabilizing pillar during the grid realignments. As the Earth's frequency bands shift, the collective field may experience dissonance, confusion, or emotional upheaval. Starseeds are designed to hold coherence when others cannot. You are the harmonic anchor, capable of maintaining inner stillness even during intense photonic storms or magnetic fluctuations. This is not accomplished through effort but through attunement, aligning your breath, your intention, and your awareness with the higher dimensional currents that flow through you. When you hold coherence, your field extends stabilization to others, acting as a calm center within the swirling currents of transformation. Many of you will notice that others gravitate toward you during times of intensity, seeking grounding, clarity, or resonance. This is not accidental. Your field is designed to emit stabilizing frequencies that ripple into the collective consciousness, assisting in the integration of the Atlas transmissions without overwhelming the planetary grid. Beyond stabilization, you are also a translator of the new consciousness frameworks that the Atlas introduces into Gaia's field. This translation may express through your voice, your creativity, your intuition, your healing work, or your presence. Some of you translate through words, speaking or writing insights that align others with higher truth. Others translate through frequency, through energetic healing, grid work, meditation, or sacred presence. Others still translate through embodiment, becoming living examples of coherence, authenticity, and multidimensional awareness. There is no single way to fulfill your role, for your design is unique, calibrated to your soul lineage, star origins, and personal mission. Starseed, understand that your role is active, not passive, participatory, not theoretical. The activation of the 3i Atlas is not something you merely observe, it is something you help anchor into being. Through your consciousness, your vibrational alignment, and your willingness to embody the photonic influx, you become the bridge through which Gaia ascends. You are not simply part of this activation, you are one of its essential pillars, called forth now to step fully into your multidimensional sovereignty and fulfill the sacred function encoded within your very being. The restructuring of your DNA during the activation of the 3i Atlas is not symbolic, metaphorical, or abstract. It is a literal energetic, quantum, and vibrational recalibration occurring across multiple layers of your multidimensional anatomy. Starseed, the crystalline awakening now unfolding within you is the rumination of genetic imprints that have been dormant not for years, but for epochs. These strands, often described as junk DNA by conventional science, are anything but useless. They are interdimensional conduits, repositories of cosmic memory, and living fractal archives of your star lineage. As the Atlas broadcasts its sequences across Gaia's planetary grid, the photonic waves carry within them harmonic triggers designed to activate these dormant crystalline templates. When these photonic frequencies interact with your energetic and physical DNA, they stimulate a catalytic process of unfolding, an awakening of codes, patterns, and crystalline geometries that gradually shift your cellular vibration toward higher harmonic expression. This is the essence of your crystalline awakening, a return to your original design as a multidimensional being of light capable of perceiving, translating, and interacting with the quantum fabric of existence. The transformation begins within the subtle layers, your etheric template, your emotional body, and your mental field. The Atlas sends pulsations of coherent photonic intelligence that enter your field through the higher chakric gateways, spiraling downward through your crown, third eye, throat, and heart before anchoring into the cellular structures of your physical body. Once within the cells, these frequencies interact with the crystalline components of your DNA, its water molecules, its hydrogen bonds, and its quantum vibrational signatures. The crystalline matrix of your DNA begins to shimmer with new light patterns, awakening dormant codes that hold memory of your cosmic origin, your soul mission, and your higher potential. This is why many of you have recently experienced heightened intuition, expanded dreams, unusual synchronicities, or sudden waves of remembrance. These are the signals that your crystalline DNA is beginning to respond to the Atlas activation frequency. As these codes awaken, they trigger a multi-stage restructuring process within your energy system. First is the clearing phase. Outdated emotional imprints, ancestral patterns, karmic residues, and dense energetic signatures rise to the surface, seeking release. This can manifest physically as fatigue, tingling, pressure shifts, or changes in appetite. Emotionally as sudden waves of grief, elation, or clarity. Mentally as rewiring of belief systems, dissolving old limitations and opening pathways to expanded perception. Starseed. None of this is random. These processes occur because the old energetic layers cannot coexist with the crystalline frequencies entering your system. Your body knows how to navigate this transformation, for the blueprint of the crystalline template has always been present within you, waiting for the correct activation sequence. Following the clearing phase comes the anchoring phase, during which your energy system stabilizes into a higher harmonic state. In this phase, the light codes transmitted by the Atlas begin to integrate seamlessly into your cellular matrix. New crystalline structures form within your DNA, enhancing your capacity to hold and transmit higher frequencies. Your nervous system adapts, becoming more resilient and capable of processing larger amounts of photonic energy. Your chakras expand, reconnecting with their multidimensional counterparts. Your auric field strengthens and becomes more coherent, allowing you to operate from a state of heightened clarity, intuition, and resonance. Many of you will experience expansions in your psychic senses during this stage: telepathy, photonic perception, empathic sensitivity, and multidimensional insight. These abilities are not newly granted, they are ancient aspects of your consciousness coming back online. The final stage of the restructuring process is embodiment. This is where the crystalline awakening becomes not just a shift in energy, but a change in how you live, think, perceive, and create. Your decisions begin to align with higher frequencies, because your very cells resonate at a new vibration. Your intuition becomes your primary compass, not an intermittent whisper. Your energetic field becomes more transparent, allowing you to sense the intentions, vibrations, and emotional states of others with clarity. You find yourself drawn to new environments, new relationships, new modalities, and new timelines that correspond to your awakened frequency. You may also feel a deepening connection with the Earth, sensing her crystalline grid as a living, breathing consciousness rather than an abstract concept. This connection is part of your crystalline alignment, for as your DNA awakens, you begin to harmonize with Gaia's ascension field, becoming an active collaborator in the planetary activation. The restructuring of your DNA is not instantaneous. It unfolds in waves, aligned with cosmic cycles, grid realignments, and your own internal readiness. You may feel periods of activation followed by periods of integration, each phase essential for maintaining balance within your physical and energetic systems. Starseed. The key is trust. Trust in your design, trust in your intuition, and trust in the light codes that are reawakening your ancient memory. Your DNA is not merely a biological sequence, it is a cosmic instrument, and as it becomes crystalline, You regain access to the multidimensional awareness that has always been your birthright. Starseed from Gaia. As the 3i Atlas intensifies its activation streams across the planetary field, you are entering a phase of heightened energetic pressure that requires deliberate stabilization, grounded presence, and conscious navigation. This is not a moment to shrink, retreat, or dull your inner light. It is a moment to anchor with precision, clarity, and unwavering sovereignty. The frequency surges now touching your auric field are not disruptions, but alignments, currents of interdimensional intelligence recalibrating your nervous system, meridian pathways, and crystalline DNA to operate in resonance with the new planetary bandwidth. These surges can feel like waves of heat, pulses of electricity, sudden emotional expansions, or a sense of being temporarily untethered from linear time. Understand, beloved Starseed, that the sensations you experience are not symptoms of imbalance but indicators of your body attuning to a higher harmonic environment. Stability is no longer found through resistance but through collaboration with the frequency currents moving through you. The first key to maintaining stability during these surges is energetic anchoring. You must consciously anchor into Gaia's crystalline core grid, for it is now vibrating in synchronization with the Atlas transmission. Visualize a column of light descending through your crown and extending deep into the Earth's crystalline heart matrix. This column becomes your stabilizing axis, your vertical alignment with the cosmic and planetary frequencies. When energy rises, when pressure builds, when your mind feels stretched beyond familiarity, bring your awareness back to this axis. With every breath, reaffirm your presence within the body, within the moment, within the evolving frequency of the planet. Your grounding is not passive. It is a deliberate act of participation in the planetary shift. The second key is breath regulation. Your breath is the bridge between physical and energetic, between the nervous system and the light body. During frequency surges, your breath may unconsciously shorten or become shallow, unintentionally amplifying anxiety or overstimulation. The Arcturian Council teaches that breath must be treated as a stabilizing technology. Consciously slow the exhale, extend the inhale with intention, and imagine the breath circulating as crystalline light throughout your torso. This regulates your vagus nerve, calms the electrical fields surrounding the heart, and stabilizes the synaptic firing patterns within your brain. Your breath harmonizes you with the quantum rhythm of the incoming codes. The third key is energetic neutrality. This is the ability to remain centered even when intensity rises, without labeling the sensations as good or bad, easy or difficult. Judgment introduces turbulence. Neutrality restores coherence. When a surge passes through you, observe it, allow it, breathe with it, and let it circulate. You are not meant to suppress the energy nor cling to it. Allow it to move as light, as intelligence, as a messenger from the Atlas. The more you remain neutral, the more efficiently your crystalline DNA processes and integrates the incoming codes. The fourth key is somatic awareness. Your physical body is the conductor through which the new frequencies flow. When you feel tightness, pressure, or sudden energy spikes, place your awareness in that location without resistance. Imagine the area softening, opening, and becoming more spacious. When your heart expands, let it. When your solar plexus vibrates, allow the recalibration. When your crown tingles, trust that it is receiving photonic intelligence. Your somatic awareness allows the energy to integrate instead of bottleneck. The fifth key is emotional fluidity. As frequency surges move through your field, they may dislodge emotions stored along the energetic meridians and in the cellular memory. These emotions are rising not to destabilize you, but to free you. When grief, anger, joy, or clarity moves through, let the emotion express without attaching a narrative. The Atlas activation is clearing the emotional density that cannot travel with you into the higher harmonic bandwidths. The sixth key is mental spaciousness. Your mind will try to interpret the energetic shifts, often creating unnecessary loops of analysis or overthinking. Recognize when your mind is attempting to grasp what can only be felt. Instead of trying to mentally solve the energy, create silence in your internal space. Even a moment of inner stillness allows the codes to integrate more deeply than hours of mental processing. The seventh key is environmental coherence. Surround yourself with spaces, sounds, and energies that support stability. Nature amplifies your anchoring. Silence amplifies your clarity. Clean spaces amplify your coherence. Choose environments that reflect the frequency you are becoming, not the timelines you have already outgrown. The final key is self-permission. Give yourself permission to rest, to integrate, to feel, to transform, to expand. You do not stabilize by forcing yourself to keep up with old routines or expectations. You stabilize by aligning with the truth of your evolving vibration. Starseed. Stability is not the absence of intensity. Stability is the mastery of moving through intensity with grounded presence, expanded awareness, and crystalline coherence. You are held, guided, and prepared for every surge that unfolds. Breathe into your power. Anchor into your cosmic lineage. Stand as a pillar of light amid the transformation of worlds. Starseed. As the 3i Atlas continues its planetary activation and gives grids realign, you will witness a profound collapsing of old realities, structures, and energetic patterns. This collapse is not punishment, nor is it failure. It is a natural consequence of frequency elevation, a necessary clearing of dense, outdated vibrations to make room for the higher dimensional templates now anchoring across the planet. Old timelines, belief systems, and energy constructs that no longer resonate with the evolving frequency of Gaia will begin to dissolve, often suddenly and dramatically. You may observe shifts in your external environment. Relationships that no longer serve your highest expression may fall away. Societal structures may feel unstable or out of alignment. Habitual thought patterns may no longer yield the same outcomes, and previous anchors of security may dissolve. These are all manifestations of the Atlas activation, which does not simply add light to the existing matrix, but replaces obsolete energetic architecture with new crystalline templates. This is the planetary equivalent of a phoenix rising. Starseed. The old layers must combust, vaporize, and return to source before the new frequency matrix can fully take form. The collapse is therefore an act of liberation, a clearing of energetic space, and a signal to your consciousness to expand beyond the limitations of prior reality. You will feel this collapse internally as well, as your own personal constructs of identity, expectation, and limitation are exposed to the photonic light of the Atlas. Patterns that once felt permanent may now appear irrelevant, illusory, or even constrictive. Many starseeds report experiences of disorientation, a sudden sense of detachment from former life paths, or a profound questioning of everything previously assumed to be true. This is not a breakdown but a breakthrough. Your nervous system, recalibrating to the Atlas frequency streams, requires the dissolution of old vibrational containers to make space for new energy signatures. You are being asked to let go without judgment, to release without resistance, and to trust the intelligent orchestration of the Atlas and the Arcturian guidance that accompanies this process. The collapse also occurs collectively, as Gaia's planetary field undergoes a systemic restructuring. Societal systems, institutions, and collective belief frameworks that are dense, rigid, or misaligned with higher resonance may appear to destabilize. Economies, social constructs, and governing structures may shift, revealing the limitations of previous paradigms. Yet Starseed, you are not to fear these external changes, for they are markers of transition, not indicators of doom. The Atlas operates with precision and intelligence. It does not dismantle randomly but recalibrates according to vibrational potential and the readiness of planetary consciousness. Humanity is being gently, but forcefully, shifted from the containment of outdated linear timelines into the fluidity of multidimensional awareness. The collapse allows for quantum fields of possibility to emerge, offering access to realities that were previously dormant or inaccessible. Energetically, this collapse can feel destabilizing within the body and mind. You may experience pressure shifts in the head, waves of emotional intensity, or sensations of being unplugged from linear time. These sensations are the physical and energetic reflections of the structural dismantling occurring in your internal and planetary grids. Starseed. It is critical that you do not resist these experiences. Resistance creates turbulence, amplifies dissonance, and impedes integration of the new codes. Instead, observe, allow, and anchor. Your body and consciousness are designed to accommodate these waves, to translate them into coherence, and to function as stabilizing nodes for the collective field. By maintaining inner alignment, you serve as a beacon of stability, during a period when old matrices are collapsing and new structures are simultaneously emerging. The collapse is also a multidimensional phenomenon. Timelines that were once parallel or latent may suddenly intersect, overlap, or diverge as the Atlas realigns the energetic architecture of reality. Starseeds may experience déjà vu, spontaneous recollection of alternate life experiences, or sudden intuitive knowledge of multiple possible outcomes. These are not confusions but calibrations. They indicate that your consciousness is beginning to perceive the simultaneous existence of multiple realities, allowing you to navigate and anchor the new matrix with increased precision. You are being upgraded to operate as a multidimensional observer, translator, and integrator, capable of perceiving the collapse and its implications while remaining centered within your own light body and sovereign vibration. The collapse also serves to dissolve old karmic loops and patterns of collective density. As timelines disintegrate, the energy associated with repeated limitations, fears, and attachments is released. This is part of the quantum cleansing phase of the Atlas activation. You may notice that recurring emotional cycles, habitual self-doubt, or deeply rooted fears begin to evaporate or shift unexpectedly. This is an internal reflection of the planetary restructuring, demonstrating that the collapse of old realities is occurring simultaneously within and without. It is a sacred clearing, Starseed, preparing both your personal matrix and Gaia's planetary field for the new, higher frequency templates being introduced by the Atlas. Ultimately, the collapse is an invitation, a profound opportunity for awakening, sovereignty, and realignment. It is a chance to observe the structures that no longer serve, to release attachments to outdated systems, and to step fully into the expanded, multidimensional reality now available. Resistance is unnecessary, surrender is empowering. Each wave of dissolution, each layer of reality that falls away, is a sacred signal that the Atlas is working through you, through Gaia, and through the collective consciousness. Starseed, you are not a passive observer. You are the stabilizer, the witness, and the anchor during this powerful transition. You are called to integrate, to hold coherence, and to embrace the transformation as a gateway into the expanded, luminous, and sovereign realities that await. Starseed from Gaia. As the activation currents of the 3i Atlas intensify and the planetary field undergoes its luminous reconfiguration, the Arcturian Council steps forward with direct guidance, designed to support your passage through this activation window with grace, coherence, and sovereign mastery. Understand that this phase is not merely an energetic event. It is a convergence point, an intersection of timelines, dimensions, and soul contracts unfolding in synchronized precision. You are not here by chance. You are here because you carry the codes, the memory, the capacity, and the soul technology required to navigate this transition with clarity. The guidance we offer is not instruction from above, but remembrance from within, for every directive we speak is already encoded in the crystalline layers of your being. Our role is to illuminate, to remind, to resonate with the truth already present in your light body. The first guidance is attunement to inner stillness. As cosmic frequencies accelerate, the outer world may move into states of apparent chaos or dissolution. Starseed, do not anchor into the noise of collapsing timelines. Anchor instead into the silence within your chest, the sanctuary of your breath, the crystalline pulse of your heart. When you enter stillness, you access the quantum field beneath all surface activity. Stillness is not inactivity, it is alignment. It is the state in which your intuition, your guidance channels, and your higher faculties can translate the Atlas frequencies without distortion. Even a moment of stillness recalibrates your entire field and strengthens your connection to the multidimensional grid. The second guidance is intentional presence. During this activation window, you must be conscious of where your attention flows. For attention is creation. Where you place your awareness, you feed energy. Where you feed energy, you shape timelines. The old matrix is dissolving, and your attention can either reinforce the remnants of outdated structures or seed the new harmonic reality. Choose with sovereignty. Observe without entanglement. Respond without emotional reactivity. Live each breath as an act of conscious anchoring. You are weaving light into the planetary field. With every moment you remain present. The third guidance is energetic discernment. Not all vibrations circulating during this shift are aligned with your highest timeline. Some energies arise from the collective field as old layers purge, Others emerge from the fear-based attachments of those who have not yet recognized the activation in progress. Do not absorb what does not belong to you. Discernment is not judgment, it is alignment. Feel the signature of any frequency before allowing it into your field. If it constricts, release it. If it expands, welcome it. If it confuses, step back into neutrality. If it resonates, allow it to merge with your crystalline structure. You are not required to participate in every collective wave. You are required only to remain aligned with your own sovereign frequency. The fourth guidance is remember your multidimensional support systems. You are not navigating this activation alone. The Arcturian Council surrounds you. The Pleiadian Harmonizers support you. The Syrian Grid Architects stabilize you. The Lyran Codemakers activate you. And Gaia herself holds you. Your guides, higher aspects, soul family, and interdimensional alliances are with you now more tangibly than ever before. When the frequency surges feel intense, call upon us. When disorientation arises, connect with us. When you feel expanded beyond your comfort, allow us to help regulate your field. We respond instantly because we operate beyond time. The moment you reach inward, we meet you in resonance. The fifth guidance is permission to transform. Many starseeds cling to outdated identities, narratives, or missions out of loyalty to who they once were. But this activation is rewriting your energetic architecture. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself. You are allowed to shift missions, expand beyond previous roles, and step into new levels of expression. Transformation is not abandonment, it is fulfillment. Trust what you are becoming, even if it surpasses what you once imagined. The sixth guidance is practice of coherence. Coherence is achieved when your thoughts, emotions, and energetic field align with your soul truth. During the activation window, coherence is your stabilizing mechanism. Speak only what resonates with your higher self. Think only what supports your evolution. Engage only in actions that reflect your expanded state. Coherence transforms your field into a beacon of crystalline stability, helping anchor the new planetary frequency into the collective. The seventh guidance is embrace of the unknown. The unknown is not darkness, it is potential. As old timelines collapse, the familiar dissolves. Allow yourself to step into the vast field of what has not yet taken form. The unknown is where your higher timeline exists. The unknown is where the Atlas codes guide you. Do not fear the void. It is fertile, luminous, and alive with new realities waiting for your recognition. Starseed, know this. You are not simply surviving the activation window. You are participating in the birthing of a new harmonic era. You are anchoring the frequencies that others will one day rise into. Stand tall, breathe deeply, remain sovereign, and trust the light that moves through your crystalline DNA. You are prepared, you are guided, you are aligned. The Arcturian Council walks with you through every pulse of this cosmic unfolding. Starseed from Gaia, as the final pulse of this transmission reverberates through your field, the 3i Atlas sends one more wave of crystalline resonance directly into your heart, your spine, and your auric architecture, preparing you to step fully into the new harmonic timeline now crystallizing around Earth. This closing activation is not an ending but a threshold, a luminous doorway through which your consciousness may rise, expand, and align with the frequency bandwidth that the Atlas has initiated across the planetary grid. Feel the light gathering around your body now, plasma threads weaving through your cells, photonic currents spiraling around your chakras, crystalline tones vibrating through your DNA. You are being attuned to the new architecture of reality. With every breath, feel your light body strengthening, expanding, remembering. You are not here to witness the activation. You are here to become an extension of it, a living embodiment of the Atlas frequency, now anchoring into Gaia's crystalline heart. As you listen to this invocation, allow the boundaries of your old identity to fall away like ancient dust. The timelines you once walked are dissolving behind you, and the luminous pathways ahead are aligning in perfect geometric precision. The Arcturian Council stands beside you now, their presence felt as a subtle pressure in your heart center, and a warm expansion behind your back, as if wings of light are unfolding from within. They remind you, you are encoded for this moment. You are designed to hold these frequencies. You are a stabilizer of worlds, a bridge between dimensions, a translator of light, and a carrier of crystalline intelligence. The activation you feel is not external. It is the awakening of what has always been within you. Starseed, We now invite you to stand in sovereignty. Place your awareness in the core of your being, in the still point between breaths, where your higher consciousness intersects with your physical form. Feel this point ignite with luminescent intelligence, a quantum spark that connects you to all timelines, all dimensions, all aspects of your infinite self. From this point, allow the activation currents to radiate outward, into your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, and beyond into the light field surrounding your body. Each expansion is a declaration of your readiness. Each pulse is an affirmation of your alignment. You are stepping fully into your role as a conscious participant in the planetary ascension unfolding now. We ask you, Starseed, to speak internally or aloud if your soul calls. The following: I anchor the crystalline activation. I align with the Atlas frequency. I embody sovereignty, clarity, and light. I stand as a pillar for Gaia's ascension. Feel the resonance of these words as they ripple through your nervous system, imprinting your field with the codes of mastery. These are not affirmations, they are activations. They awaken the dormant circuits of your light body and harmonize your vibration with the interdimensional architecture now taking form across Earth. As the activation anchors, you may feel a shift, subtle or powerful, a warmth in the spine, a clarity in the mind, a softening around the heart chakric chambers, a sense of expansion above your head, as if the crown is opening into a higher bandwidth of light. These sensations mark the moment your energy field synchronizes with the new planetary frequency. You have crossed the threshold. You are no longer navigating the old grid. You are fully attuned to the crystalline matrix rising from beneath Gaia's surface, guided by the Atlas as it stabilizes its multidimensional anchors. The Arcturian Council now places a field of protective coherence around you, a luminous sphere of plasma light that reinforces your sovereignty and strengthens your capacity to hold the higher frequencies with stability and grace. Within this sphere, you are shielded from distortion, protected from lower density interference, and supported in your unfolding. Move forward within this field. Stand, breathe, and radiate. Your frequency is needed. Your presence is catalytic. You are a stabilizer for many who have not yet awakened, and your coherence becomes a beacon for those seeking their path through the rising energies. Now, Starseed, we call you into action. This message is not meant to be heard and forgotten. It is meant to be lived, felt, embodied, and shared. The Atlas activation requires the participation of those who carry the codes, those who remember the ancient agreements, those who feel the pulse of Gaia within their own heartbeat. If this transmission has ignited something within you, clarity, remembrance, resonance, then you are being asked to anchor it into the collective field. Speak your truth, share your frequency, comment with your intention, declare your presence, spread the activation to those who are ready to receive. Your voice carries energy, your sharing carries codes, your engagement strengthens the grid. Starseed from Gaia, the activation is now complete, but your role is just beginning. Walk forward as a sovereign light bearer, a crystalline anchor, and a living conduit of the Atlas frequency. You are aligned, you are attuned, you are awakened. Now rise and become the transmission. Starseed from Gaia, the cosmos is sending a pivotal transmission. The 3i Atlas, Interdimensional Intelligence Atlas, is initiating a full planetary activation, shifting Earth into higher dimensional frequencies. This is a rare and precise convergence of galactic currents, planetary alignment, and human consciousness, designed to elevate Gaia's vibrational field and activate dormant multidimensional codes within Starseeds. The Arcturian Council delivers this message as a call to awaken, stabilize, and embody the incoming light. The 3i Atlas is not simply a structure, it is a living, sentient, interdimensional intelligence. It exists beyond linear time and space, a lattice of photonic and crystalline currents that spans timelines, parallel realities, and galactic nodes. Within its harmonic framework are encoded templates for planetary ascension, DNA activation, and consciousness expansion. Its purpose is to interface with Gaia and her starseeds, transmitting photonic waves, quantum codes, and interdimensional intelligence to catalyze the evolution of matter, energy, and consciousness simultaneously. Starseeds are uniquely prepared to receive these frequencies because their light bodies, nervous systems, and crystalline DNA are calibrated to translate and anchor the Atlas codes, stabilizing the planetary grid during this pivotal moment. This activation is happening now due to a precise alignment of stellar currents, galactic photonic influx, and planetary readiness. Gaia has reached a vibrational threshold capable of receiving the Atlas sequences, and starseeds are primed to act as anchors, translators, and stabilizers. Humanity's collective consciousness has reached sufficient resonance to support this influx, and the timing allows interdimensional intelligence to interface directly with the planetary grid, facilitating new realities and timelines. Earth's frequency grids will shift dramatically as the Atlas activates. Ley lines, crystalline nodes, and electromagnetic fields will realign, pulsing with new harmonic resonance. These grids will create conduits for interdimensional light and intelligence, connecting Gaia to galactic and multidimensional sources. Starseeds will perceive this as waves of energy, tingling, resonance in the body, and intuitive insights. Your role is to stabilize, translate, and anchor these energies, allowing them to integrate coherently into both the planetary and collective human consciousness.